Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Might be changing the route. Looking for a crease, it's Wallace. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Knight. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's open on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the air, it's Knight. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds the tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Second down coming up. Looking for space. It's Braswell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making checks. On the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Auburn doing business in the red zone. To the air, it's Knight. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Now on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carr. Release to the back. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. Running through contact. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking up.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll try the left side. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Knight. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Buys a little time with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
To the air, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Young. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And they scoop it up in the end zone. All bottled up, and now the ball is free. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
And this Q has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here come the Irish back on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Young. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Irish. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The give on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the grab. Plows through the defense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Scrambling away. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort.
Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Steps away. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
48, Auburn, 10.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the move, it's Braswell. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to...
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's...